Hello! Welcome back to Night in the Woods, Weird Autumn Edition. I'm J-Sillabub, and we're in the library. So let's go talk to the librarian real quick. Microfish. Right, anyway. Up the lift. Yeah, again, it's that whole thing about the impoverished small town. Ah, right. Charity Verity. Charity Verity. Oh no, austerity. Yeah, when I was a kid we had the Tufty Club. I don't think there were a whole lot of Tufty books though, not like this. And they're definitely not still making it, I don't think. Anyway, that's all you can do on this floor. The good stuff is on the next floor up. Right. Now, I don't think there's anything you can do up here apart from the microfiche. Yes. I feel so much better now that May and Bea have a decent relationship again. Right, so. This microfiche doesn't go at the stupid speeds that real microfiches go at, and I've never been able to understand how people can find stuff that way. But anyway. Look at the screen, move around, look at stuff. Find relevant stories. Okay, there are 3. But before we find any of them, I need to get your attention to this story here. Strange but true, A Tale of Teeth. We need to look at this. So the story about the boss who was rounded on by the miners. Pulled out all his teeth, and then created a secret society based on passing the teeth around. This is indeed something, I think, which is relevant to Grandad's tooth. But yes, anyway, in order to get the achievement you have to check this, because basically at the end we'll be having a chat with our dad, and he'll complain about his work, and then you give him the tooth. Anyway, so leaving that aside, there are some interesting stories here. So, I mean, for example, the mine with the strike that turned into a massacre. You can read stories about that here, and there are some generally entertaining things. So there's one somewhere. Pie piracy. So some little fun things. But what we want is things that are related to ghosts. So here is one. And you just click on it to look at it, and a little ding will sound. It's true. Okay, so the graveyard. Let's find another one. No. Yeah, you get new stories that will begin with, "There has been another sighting of," and then the albino groundhog. Let's see. There's one down here. Oh, yes. Historical Society. Okay, so that's two, and there's one more. It's not that one. Spectral happenings at Possum Jump. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 leads. Okay, that's all we can do at the library-ish. But, well, no, that is all we can do at the library. But if you have, earlier in the game, befriended Selmers and gotten her to tell you poetry, every time you've got the opportunity to do so. Let's get past this. So yes, Bea is willing to go to the graveyard with me. Yeah, there are 3 locations that we go to, but 3 locations that we can go to, but the game will only actually allow you to go to 2. I'll talk a little bit about that a bit closer to that, because the most important thing for now Right, anyway, yes, the most important thing for now is, if you talk to Selmers every day and get her to read you a poem every day, the Poetry Society will be here. Okay. Bea will say, "Do you want to stick around for this?" Yes, you do. So, Miss Quelcy will read a poem. A couple of dialogue options here, they don't really make much of a difference which one you choose. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student, the subject of my stories, I tell friends back home, when they ask about life, out here in the sticks. It's you. I worry. At the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you. Kevin. Brian, sorry. Damn. Oh, Brian sounds like a dick. It's fine. Right, Fisherman Jones is the guy who is in the tunnel sometimes, who gets very self-conscious when you hear him reading poetry. He's got 2 short poems. They are very much like the ones he says in the underground tunnel. Tunnel eels, I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so hardly is your place to judge. Reading his poems is difficult. Tunnel frogs. Tunnel frog swims in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know, amphibie? Bless him. Ah, Selmers. I love Selmers' poem. It's really good. It's not at all like the poems that she's done in the rest of the game. Yeah, May says, funny dorky short poems. This is very much not a funny dorky short poem. There's no reception in Possum Springs. No reception here. I wave my black phone, in the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy billionaire. Phone app sold, made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access, access to politicians, waiting for us to die, lead in our water, alcohol and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house and a yard, with a couch in the basement. The future is yours, forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, they're in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. I think that's a great poem. Anyway, so if you listen to the poem, or if you listen to the Poetry Society, you get an achievement. Okay. There is also a one of your doodles will be added to in your journal. But for now, talking to your friends about the ghost. Okay, so each one of them will volunteer to go to one place. So Bee's doing the graveyard. Greg is super keen to do an illegal one, and that ends up being Historical Society. And Angus has Possum Jump. And he's happy about that. Because he used to be a scout there. Okay, and there we go. Salmers is now a good poet. And also the thought, if I die, Selma should write a poem about it. She possibly would. I don't think there are any other... No, we haven't triggered any other sketches yet. Let's talk to Dad quickly. The Urg. We are getting along. Right, and because Mum said about the money problems, Dad will talk about money problems. Well, he won't talk very much. Okay, he's now removed the boxes from the crawl space, so I don't need to watch TV with him anymore. Nope, nothing to do there. Up the stairs. Let's check the computer quickly. Okay, so pretty much most of the next couple of days in the game, you can elect to go and check out one of these places with someone. Bea fell asleep at her computer. Bless her. Haunted pools. Yep. Okay, and Angus. Okay, so nothing else I can do up here except for play my bass if I want to. Should have Pumpkinhead guy on there now. Space Dragon, die anywhere else, Weird Autumn. TikTok? I don't know what that is. Interesting. Okay, I want to see what that is, so I'm going to stop here, and when we come back I'm going to have a go at this and then go to bed and dream sequence. Okay, see you soon.